Alright guys, how's it going? I'm going to have a look at the Wyoming, which is a tier 4 American battleship. It's not awesome, yeah. Battleships at this level, they're really slow, the American ones in particular. The Japanese one's actually pretty fast, but the guns are pretty poor on it. This one's, it's very much about, you know, win some, lose some. But I got a couple of decent games in it. Now there's also some video on the Phoenix Cruiser, tier 4 cruiser, which is fantastic ship. I don't know what it is about cruisers around about this level, but I really enjoy this one. Same as the Kuma, the Japanese tier 4 cruiser. Both of those ships are fantastic. We'll also be having another look at the Minekaze. One of my favourite destroyers, I would have to say. It is really nice, this one, no doubt about it. And I enjoy the destroyer gameplay, as you know. Right, so we're in the Wyoming. One of my earliest games of the day, so my accuracy not quite there yet. This is the wide open map, yeah. I can see some torpedo bombers coming towards me. Instantly decide, got to turn towards them. Give them as narrow a target as possible, yeah. I mean, if I was sailing straight on there, I'm just taking 4 or 5 torpedoes, I'm going down, yeah. Make up your mind to take one and take that one if that's, you know, if that's what you need to do. So that's basically what I did there. A lot of people just dead like that. You've got to be looking out for bombers. Right, next. Spot a battleship there, that looks like another battleship. We've got this little destroyer nearby as he's launching torpedoes up into the channel. There's a warspite in there somewhere. Now, I've spotted the cruiser.
Our team has taken the lead.
You can see that the warspite's been done in by our little destroyer's torpedoes. This is an Omaha. It's about to take a smack. Smack in the jaw from my fire. Really nice hits in there.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And the torpedoes that were heading down finishes him off. That's 2 kills now for that little destroyer. Now the guns in the battleship really slow turning, as you know. You can probably turn yourself faster than the guns, in fact. You've got to really plan ahead when you're in a battleship. So that's what I'm doing. I've just decided, you know, there's nothing at this other side of us now. We've cleaned up over here, so now it's time to turn back and get those guns pointing in the right direction. Now that Omaha looks like he's in low health, so I'm certainly eyeing him up. This is just about opportunism. You spot somebody in low health, you could take a shot at him. You've got the range normally in the battleship, yeah, and quite a lot. One hit will be enough, yeah. Now this looks like a New York coming my way. It's a tier above me. I'm getting quite good at these type of shots though, when they're turning and moving slow. A couple of decent hits in there. And the destroyer again takes him out with torpedoes. That's 4 kills already. This little guy's making a really good job for us. Now here comes another New York. Again, he's just coming towards at that slight angle. Pretty easy to hit like this, I find. He's really coming at me all wrong, in all honesty, but I'm still struggling to get my guns around. This is my big issue with the battleship, yeah. I just can't really seem to nail this part. I just can't quite get it in my head how I need to turn to get the guns exactly where I want them. That's why I do so much better in cruisers. But he's coming at me completely all wrong here, giving me every chance to just get shots, shot after shot into him. The thing is, he is a tier above, yeah, he does a lot more damage than I do. I just cannot get the guns lined up properly. We start shooting at each other with the secondary armament now that we're within 3.5 kilometres. So we start battering into each other with that. Again, just trying to get the top guns turned, but now in between that, the destroyers have got another devastating strike on somebody. He's now got 5 kills. I've got a hit to the citadel in there. I'm getting some really good hits. It looks like you've got to try and ram me, but I'm going to turn out of it. He seems just turning towards me, but I'm turning out of it. This is a smart view. And all the time we're just pinging each other with the secondary armament. It's so hard to get your guns trained on a ship that's moving like that though, as a battleship. Even another battleship can be hard. He's finding it hard to target me as well, of course. That wasn't an awesome shot. Now we've got another destroyer launching torpedoes at him, probably going to save me. And now we've got a cruiser joining in the fight. Time for another hit though. Oh, 5 very good hits, but the cruiser finishes him off. That's a tier 7 cruiser, I believe. A Mahan. So that was one of my better performances in the Wyoming. 33 target hits is good for me in a battleship. 4 damaged, 1 destroyed, 1 on fire. That Citadel hit. It wasn't too bad, sitting kind of mid-ranked. That destroyer at the top with his 5 kills and his tier 6 Japanese destroyer, he really won that one for us. Right, so here I am in the tier 5 Minekaze again. I'll just quite happily spread torpedoes around all over the place. Now there's a Phoenix in the gap there, so I'm going to fire torpedoes in there. He's clearly coming down there. There's something to watch out in this map is for ships coming down there. Try not to get too close, remember.
Our team is taking the lead.
I did get a little bit close, so I think time to drop the smoke and turn in a circle. I've got to be very careful of my own ships here as well, yeah. Yeah, now that Phoenix is just heading straight towards. I mean, it's a bad place for a cruiser to be. He should be able to get out of the way though, but he spots it very late and he takes the first one. He's not finished yet though, but he is flooding. So I think, right, time to get a final couple of torpedoes going his direction. I'll lose him though. But I decided I'm going to fire the torpedoes anyway. I probably shouldn't have done that because, once again, making the cardinal sin really. I get him. He gets destroyed, yeah, because I think he flooded out. But trying to get those torpedoes off caused that problem. Now, I'm tracking this Furutaka. It's clearly going in one direction, yeah, so it's a case of getting those torpedoes over there and hoping he doesn't move too much. Now, I put the smoke down because I'm well within his range, but he can't see me yet. However, I make a mistake with the anti-aircraft guns. Keep forgetting about that. Switch them off as soon as you can, and you remain hidden. Now, there go the torpedoes. Now, this Furutaka seems a bit preoccupied with our cruiser who was in the gap. And he does look like he's sailing pretty straight, in a straight line. But this is just a case of him not really knowing I'm there. He didn't spot me, even though I shot at the aircraft. He should have spotted me, yeah. And he's no idea those torpedoes are coming until it's far too late.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Don't sail in straight lines, cruisers. It's that simple. Yeah. Right, now I'm in the Phoenix, a tier 4 American cruiser. Really enjoyed this ship. Nice fast guns. Spotted my Yogi with a few torpedoes heading over to him. One or two shots in there as I'm turning. Now you don't want to get caught in a firefight with one of these like this, obviously side on, yeah. Again, that battleship sailing in a straight line, chokes on a torpedo. Takes a bit of damage. But doesn't look like he's too badly damaged. I've got some hits in and a certain fire too. This is the great thing about cruisers. There's always a target available. You just look around, somebody's within range, just get some shots pinging over at them. Another hit and he's on fire again. You can fire in so many directions as well. But it is important to always be moving. Right, so there's that Myogi that I was tracking right at the start, the one that got hit by a torpedo. You can see he's on about 60% health there. So he's not too badly damaged. We were doing well, almost capping their base. Now I've decided to feign, instead of going around the island, I decided to basically turn back. keep pinging my shots away at him. Not awesome there when you're hitting the island. Yeah, he's sort of spotted me now, obviously, and taking some shots at me. Yeah, 4 hits and set him on fire. Now, I'm always trying to have a look at the torpedo range, but still well out of range. Set him on fire again. Had another couple of hits. I'm basically moving in behind his guns, even though he's got a gun at the back on the Minekaze. It's better to be hit by that one than all 6. So many hits in at him now, it's like 4 hits. Every time I fire I hit him 4 times. Got some torpedoes going down, but doesn't look like they're going to make it. Got very short range torpedoes on the Phoenix, that's one of the issues with it, yeah. Well, never takes 1 hit from him though, and that's a score even. In fact, if you look at it, he looks like he's on 70% health now. Clearly he's using his heal, yeah, and he's healing all that damage that I'm putting into him. I just can't seem to do enough. I mean, look at my hits at the top, that's 50 odd hits now. There's 5 hits and he's on fire again, but there's just no real damage there. I just can't really get the sort of hits that I need. I think, right, torpedoes launched towards him, 5.8 kilometres. They maybe reach him, he might get there if he doesn't turn. Now again, I'm always turning into his shots and stuff. Just don't give him the side if you can. Another 4 hits. He's still only in 60%. No, I just can't do the damage to him. Now I spot their carriers and think, well, that's a much better target for me to be going for. Down the right hand side. Just ping another few shots in at him. Looks like my torpedoes are about to run out of legs. Yeah, they don't get there. They're about kilometre short. There's still plenty of time to get to the carrier, so I'm launching more torpedoes. In come some torpedo bombers at me. I decided to turn out of this one rather than turn in closer to the battleship. Yeah, have I had turned in there? I'm getting even closer to the battleship, which is what I don't really want to do. If you're going to do that, make sure you stick to it, your early plan. Yeah, as soon as I saw them coming, I thought I'm getting out of that one instead of getting into it. Now obviously you fire high explosive shells at these carriers, and if you get them on fire, then you know they can't launch or land the planes. I'm just waiting on those torpedoes hitting the battleship. But they've run out of steam again. I just can't seem to get near with those torpedoes. They are very short range. Really doing a lot of multitasking. That's what it's all about with these cruisers. You've got to do a lot of different things at the same time. I'm getting pinging shots in it and burning them all the time. But this looks like it's going to hurt this shot. Battleship's got me side on. Yeah. You're always liable to take a 9,000 damage hit. However, I did manage to sink their carrier right at the end. I was topping our team, but we got a pretty severe thrashing in that game, in all honesty. Right, so back in the Minekaze, spotting New York. It's 7 kilometres away. Doesn't appear to be much nearby, although they have an enemy destroyer to my right hand side. So get the torpedoes heading towards the New York. And try not to get too close to their destroyer. There he is. I mean, I spotted him, he's probably spotted me, but maybe not. I is getting to the stage though where I'm getting pretty close. So you've got to be very wary of that. Torpedo's heading towards him. Decide to drop my smoke.
Smoke generator started.
And as usual, the New York's just really good at getting out the way of torpedoes. I find that a lot with the New Yorks. I mean, it was long range, and I guess it needs to be balanced with that. Now, somebody spotted me even with the smoke, so got to be careful of that. Again, some more torpedoes heading into that little channel. I can't find their destroyer anymore, but he can't be very far away. Now, what about these torpedoes? They look not too bad. He's turning out of it, and he gets away from it. Now, what about this last one?
Smoke screen.
Finally a hit, and it's a good one. Doesn't start him flooding low. So he's taken one hit from all those torpedoes. Now, aiming up to finish him off. Pretty close by now, and I totally forgot all about the destroyer. Of course, he hits me once, immobilises me. So that's got to be repaired. Yeah, that's your engines basically gone. You just grind to a halt and be stuck.
Problem solved, sir.
Hits me again, sets me on fire and gets one of my turrets. Now again, second spread of torpedoes slightly inside the first ones because he should be turning into them. You can see him turning there though because he's taking fire, so that's probably got him just outside of it. Hits me again, rudder jammed, and I'm turning in a circle, and look, these torpedoes are coming straight towards me now because I'm turning into them and I can't do a thing. But did they just run past while I spin in a circle? I am now surrounded. I've got battleships and I've got destroyers all around. Some torpedoes launched towards that one.
Problem solved, sir.
He's missed me with all of his. It's not looking good. Point blank though against this New York. Well, if you can't hit a New York from point blank, then you shouldn't be playing a destroyer. Again, my engine's immobilised. I'm going down. The destroyer did launch the torpedoes.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
And I got the It's But a Scratch. That's for killing a ship after being killed. Nice little achievement I got there. There it is. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I actually got killed by their carrier in the end. Not awesome score. It was just one of those games really. Now back in the Phoenix again. Now when I see a channel like this, I'm obviously well ahead of everybody, yeah, because very fast, so just fire some torpedoes up there. It counts as sort of area denial if something is coming down there. You know, you've got a chance of hitting it. You've got no chance if you don't launch your torpedoes, so you may as well just do it. Just make sure you're not going to hit one of your own team, yeah. Now, Mitsuki and it looks like a Nicholas, yeah. Now I see something like this, there's no way I'm not going to go right for it now in a cruiser. I feel so confident against destroyers. Your guns are so good, it's just hit after hit after hit. That's now 5 times I've hit this guy. Takes another 2. Not quite sure what happened there, but I quickly get back onto him again. Just can't seem to miss him every time he goes on fire. Our little destroyer's running away, but I don't care about that. There's a crack, got one of his guns. He's heading towards me, I'm heading into him now. It's risky, but it's not as risky as sailing in a straight line as you've already seen, yeah. Heading towards him. He's going down. There he goes. Torpedoes coming, no, where are they? Ah, it's my own guy. Can you believe he's launched torpedoes like that? Again, I decide to take only one. You've got to repair the flooding again. He says he's sorry. Yeah, it's a simple mistake to make. And it's one you'll see me making as well. It's just one of those things. He seems genuinely upset about it, so there's no point in getting upset about it, yeah? Now, spotted Akuma in the distance. I'm getting very, very accurate now with this cruiser. So one thing I really noticed in this day's play was how much more accurate I got. And of course, after saying that, I just missed. Yeah, it's quite long distance though, yeah, so... Now, 3 hits and on fire, but it looks like he's going to be taking out our battleship with those torpedoes. Oh, he's hitting with a good one. And more going. Gets finished off though, they kill each other. Looks like there's a Furataka in the distance. pretty badly damaged. Those look not bad. Just one hit though, but I've got my range now. He's starting to speed up a bit. That's why you see me sliding over. Yeah. There's two and a crit. He hits me once and gets my steering. But it looks like he's going down to that.
Problem solved, sir.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Yeah, not bad. I'm doing well in this game for sure. 91,000. I got compensation for being damaged by my ally. 34 hits, 4 crits to destroy, 3 set on fire. Second top, the little guy that hit me away down the bottom. Can't really fault him too much for that though. It's an easy thing to do with a destroyer. So we're back in the Wyoming and I look about mid-tier here. Now, don't know why I can spot this wick so far away, but he's doing something wrong if I can. Looks like he's firing at somebody. It's not really what you want to be doing in a destroyer at that range. I just line up the perfect shot. Those look accurate. Boom.
Confirmed penetration.
So it's 60% of his health gone. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He's decided he's not he's not going any further. He's going to get out of that. I spot a New York, but he's got the range on me, so might as well continue onward. Now, coming round the island. It's like a cruiser. Just sort of sitting there not doing a great deal. It's not really what you want to be doing when there's a battleship coming around. Now, watch out for these bombers though, because they are almost certainly coming for me. Some good hits on that cruiser. Now, I start turning to the right now. Anticipating them coming, the bombers. Cruiser decides it's not safe. But now I'm going to turn left. I don't like the look of this now. There's a bunch of torpedoes coming my way, but I've got a battleship getting too close to me. I knew what I was doing, yeah. I mean, I knew that I was going to be taking at least 1 or 2 hits here, but my own battleship really spooked me there as well. In the end, I do only take 1. Get away with it, because that was a nice spread from their torpedo bomber, yeah. Now it looks like this New York and the Omaha kill each other. They do. Torpedo finishes off the New York after he blows away the cruiser. Again, you don't need to look far for a target. Some nice hits there. It's a Kawachi and by the looks of things a St. Louis in the background, so I'm pretty heavily outgunned. Now, I take an awful lot of damage from the fire here. Just watch it ticking away, ticking away. I really probably should have repaired that a little bit earlier than what I did. Yeah, I'm taking thousands upon thousands of points of damage from fire. I'm targeting the St. Louis because it's a smart thing to do. Yeah, you've got much more chance of blowing it away. But it's not looking good here now. This looks like a Furitaka in the distance. So we've got 3 versus 1. They're all going to be firing at me. Furitaka's in very low health though. I'm not going to pass up a chance like that. So I switch to him.
Problem solved, sir.
Again, it's just so difficult getting those guns lined up on the battleship. And I lose a turret just before I fire. But the remaining ones do the job.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
It's a nice Citadel hit as well. Those two are getting pretty close together. And I'm in pretty bad shape now, yeah. Again though, now that they're past, you're not taking so much damage there as you would be when they were coming towards you, yeah? Really could do with surviving until my heal, but it's 22 seconds away. I'm down to my last 500 hit points. But they're really struggling to fire on me now because of the angle. Looks like there's torpedoes heading towards that Kawachi as well, so this could really bail me out. Ah, that's a poor shot. Get my heel off just in time as well. Right in behind me there's a cruiser decided to take some shots at me. I'm back down to 500 health, but I'm healing all the time. Those torpedoes take out that Kawachi, that's good. Now time to turn on the St. Louis. This is a fight you would normally never lose, but I'm so badly damaged. And he's got a lot of guns, he can probably just burn me if he gets a hit in. Once again, I'm just not good with the guns on the battleship. It's a real failing. I just can't seem to quite figure out in my head what I'm doing wrong. Those don't look too bad though. A couple of hits. You can see him turning. This is good though, this is what you want, to see him coming straight towards me like this. And I'm being pretty accurate now, that's 4 hits. I take a massive hit from behind though. This cruiser behind me. He's gonna finish me off I think, but can I just take out the St. Louis first? Burning to death, I've got to repair it, look at my health. Down to 88. But I get finished off by the cruiser who was doing all the damage to me in the end. Those high tier American cruisers, yeah, they dish out a lot of damage as well. That's probably one of my better performances in a battleship, certainly. 28 hits, 5 crits, 1 destroyed, 4 set on fire, Citadel hit. And it wasn't too bad, sitting 3rd up there. I don't think I've ever topped in a battleship yet, but maybe once I get to the tier 5s.